How's it going, guys? Today we are going to take on the final day of my dream Reading and Leeds festival lineup. We've had Friday, we've had Saturday, and now we're going to look at Sunday, and we've got one of the best days of lineups that Reading would have ever seen. The best Sunday lineup in the history of Reading and Leeds festival. But before we go through the lineup for Sunday, this is just a reminder to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and to watch Friday and Saturday if you haven't done so already. So without further ado, let's run through that day's lineup. Starting off with the main stage, we've got the headliner that it was meant to be this year, 2020, and they may even be the headliner for 2021. They may get rebooked, who knows. Rage Against the Machine. Gotta Happen. Huge band with their great mix of rock and hip hop, and yes, they are political, as some people failed to realise recently. Below that, the man who's been banned from the UK for the last few years, Tyler the Creator. It's Gotta Happen. He's definitely co-headline quality. He's huge now, #1 on the Billboard, a huge discography now. He's definitely sub-headline quality now. Then below that, Run the Jewels, because Run the Jewels, same vibe as Rage Against the Machine, and also same vibe as Tyler the Creator, you know, the kind of, in terms of aggressiveness of some of the stuff. Then below that, FKA Twigs, you know, great artist, has some really kind of, she makes interesting music to listen to. And then below that, Denzel Curry, again, similar vibe to Rage and Run the Jewels. I just feel like it'd be pretty good to see. I'd love to see him on the main stage. Rico Nasty, she's just a great rapper. I think she's one of the best rappers in the game right now. Certainly amongst the rappers that are kind of up and coming. She's produced some absolute bangers, certainly over the past few months. Slow Tie, British rapper. Probably makes sense to have him on the same day as Denzel Curry, and he'll draw in a big crowd. Although this was a hard decision to make, because obviously it was a bit of a, no, I can't say that word on here. And then JK, great rapper from Birmingham, has done some good tracks over the years. And below that, King Princess, who was on the BBC Sound poll a few years back, and she'd just be suitable for the main stage, I think. Looking at the BBC Radio 1 stage, there hasn't been a lot of grime on this lineup so far, which I only realised afterwards, which is interesting, but nonetheless, grime headliner on this day would be absolutely huge. AJ Tracey, he's definitely got to be headlining one of the stages next time he performs. I do think he's a bit overrated, but I still think he's pretty good compared to some rappers. He makes bangers. I feel like he'd be really popular, and that'd be a good stage for him to perform on. Beneath that, Mahalia. I was kind of debating whether to have Mahalia as the headliner for this stage, but she's still absolutely huge and would definitely be a good sub-headline for that stage. She's produced some great music, and produced some great music in lockdown as well, which is cool. Beneath her, Carly Uchis, Colombian singer, could make an appearance with Tyler the Creator on that day. I'm just saying the link up would be mad. So yeah, I'd love to see that. Beneath Carly Uchis, Trippie Redd. He'd just be cool at Reading. I like Trippie Redd more than most cloud rappers out there. Although he's not a great lyricist, I guess it has to be said. Beneath Trippie Redd, Easy Life, who were on the BBC Sound poll of 2020 as well, got to like #2 or something, and they're a great up and coming indie band. I feel like loads of people know Easy Life now. Certainly makes a big change from when I first saw them. They were the first act on the Festival Republic stage, which is just tiny, and now they're huge. They're huge. Well, not the biggest, but they're big. Beneath that, talking a Big Thief, kind of indie folk band, great vibe to them. I feel like indie fans would go and see them. It'd be cool. Beneath that, Confidence Man. Oh, they produce some great like poppy indie disco infused songs. I just think they're really cool. I always try to put a Confidence Man track on party playlists, even if no one knows who they are, because it's just a great vibe. And then Skeg's Australian band underneath them would be awesome. Okay, looking at the dance stage, headliner Diplo. He's just huge. I saw him headline the BBC Radio 1 stage at Reading back in 2018, and it was an amazing set. I feel like he'd put on a great set on the dance stage as well. Then below that, we've got a full female lineup underneath him. We've got Nina Kravitz, we've got Hannah Wants, we've got Tokyo Monster, and we've got Sherelle. And the one I'm most excited about on that day is Sherelle, because if you've seen any of her Boiler Room set, it just looks ridiculous, and that energy at Reading would be insane. And now looking at the pit, again a good day for female artists on this day. Got Alice Glass headlining. She makes interesting electronic infused emo electronica. That's what I'm going to call it. Emo electronica. And then we've got Boston Manor, popular heavy band. Pussy Riot, who were the ones that wore the balaclavas in the Russian cathedral, I think. They're just really cool. It'd be cool to see them. June Rats, another cool band, and Schlutface, I think is how you pronounce it. And now looking at the Festival Republic stage, she would have been a headliner this year, but she'd be great. She'd be great headlining this stage again. Girl in Red, one for fans of Clairo if you haven't listened to her before. A very similar vibe, kind of bedroom indie pop, and she's really young. I think she's early 20s, if not kind of very early 20s. So yeah, cool stuff from her. Then the Manor, I love the Manor. In fact, I don't know why I haven't just put them on the dance stage, because that's probably better. Great bit of garage produced by them. This is really cool to see. Then Georgia, another sound pole of 2020. Polly. She was also on Miramas's last album as a featured artist. Then 100 Gex, great experimental electronic duo. They'd just be really cool. They were going to be at Reading this year, so they should definitely be at Reading on my dream lineup. And then Arlo Parks, producing great music again recently. Black Dog, really kind of emotionally charged and very moving music, looking at very kind of she's trying to start a conversation about some of the kind of trickier subjects that people find to discuss, things like mental health. But really good artist, and definitely is on my dream Reading lineup. And finally, the one extra stage, Doja Cat headlining. I just feel like that's the stage that she'd do really well on headlining, and she'd draw in a good crowd. Then House of Pharaohs, one of the best up and coming grime groups, almost kind of alternative UK hip hop, but definitely kind of with grime influences and roots. Members like Blaze and Sam Wise are probably the most well known ones, and yeah, they'd just be sick on that stage. The amount of energy they'd bring would be crazy. Chiara Whack, again, great US rapper. She's been on some good feature tracks as well. TD, which is Lil Yachty's, which is a Lil Yachty track from his most recent Lil Boat album. It's just a bit of a banger. And then finally Finn Foxall on the bottom of that stage for the moment is just a great up and coming London MC. he's just got a great vibe. His songs are just so vibey and relaxing. I just love it. So that is the final day of my Dream Reading and Leeds lineup. Please like this video and subscribe if you're brand new, and go and watch the others if you haven't seen them already. I said if we got to 20 likes on each video I'd release the full poster, but realistically that's not going to happen. I'm not going to get to 20 likes anytime soon. But that being said, if you are watching, there's no reason why you shouldn't like. And also, exciting stuff. Rip It Up merch! I'll see you soon.